if I want to see the output of this file, right click, open with browser, so that I will be able to see this. So that I will be able to see this. Right. Now my goal is to, the next one is I need to create this radio button, mail radio button. If I want to create the radio button, I can do it here. Input type equal to radio, so that I will be able to create a radio button. Input type equal to radio, so that I will be able to create a radio button. But I don't want the radio button here. I want the radio button in the next line. I want the radio button in the next line. If you want the radio button in the next line, what I can do, I can use BR tags, breaking reference, break the reference and bring it to the next line. Yes, I have broken the reference and brought it to the next line. BR tags. But normally developers won't use any BR tags. If they use BR tags, alignment over the cross browser, it will get mismatched. In this browser that will look good. In other browsers it won't look good. That's why what normally developers do is they'll create a table and start putting all the radio buttons in one table. All the radio buttons in one table. Sorry, all the radio buttons in one table. They'll create a table and start putting all the links in one table, all the images in one table, all the select drop downs in one table, all the other elements in one table. Like this, they'll create different elements in different tables. Different tables. Start creating the elements in different tables. This first, let us see about this male and female radio button. This male and female radio button should be in one table with one row and two columns. This male and female radio button should be in one row and two columns. A table with one row and two columns. This Google link should be in one table with one row and one column. This image and image with link should be in one table with two rows. With two rows and one column in each row. And one column in each row. The single select drop down and multi select drop down should be in one table with one row and two columns. This is how. A table with one row and two columns. A table with one row and two columns. Here I need to have male radio button. Here I need to have female radio button. A table with one row and two columns. Next, here I need to, let me start creating a table. Table should start with table tag and it should end with table tag. It should end with table tag. It should have only one row. TR is nothing but table row. TR is nothing but table row. TD is nothing but table data. TD is nothing but table data. That is column. Sorry. TD. Here I need to have male radio button. Here I need to have female radio button. A table with one row and two columns. In the first row, first column, I need to have male radio button. In the first row, second column, I need to have female radio button. A table with one row and two columns. In the first row, first column, I have male radio button. In the first row, second column, I need to have female radio button. Take down this table structure. I need to create tables and start putting the elements inside the tables. How to do that? That is what I am going to guide you next. Just take down this table structure. If you create a new table, automatically it will fall in a new line. Guys, have we completed? Yes. Sri Ranjan, join with one account. Let me start creating the table. Table should start with table tag and it should end with table tag. Should have one row. Inside that one row, I should have, sorry, TD, TD, TD. A table with one row. Inside that one row, I should have two columns. Input type equal to radio, so that I will be able to create a radio button. ID equal to mail, mail. This is how to create a radio button. Yes, I have created a radio button. Actually, that radio button, mail radio button, is inside a table. Is inside a table, but I am unable to see the table. Why? Because I have not given border for the table. Give the border for the table. Border equal to thickness 1, so that I will be able to create a border. A table with one row. A table with one row and two columns. In the first row, first column, I have male radio button. In the first row, second column, I need to have female radio button. I need to create, but it's empty as of now. I have not created any. Okay. Normally, okay, when developers, let me. Next, I need to create a female radio button. Female radio button. Female radio button. Female radio. A table with one row and two columns. In the first row, first column, I need to have male radio button. The first row, second column, I have female radio button. Normally, when developers are developing, right, they will keep the border. After the development is completely done, they will remove that border. They will remove that border. At the background, it will be in a table, but you cannot see the table. At the background, it will be in a table, but you cannot see that. That is how it is. Okay. This is how to create male and female radio button. See, can I select both male and female radio button? Can I select both male and female radio button? Is it possible, guys, in real time? Only one guy is answering, Venkat. What about others? No. Out of both, I need to select only one. In that case, what I have to do? I have to group both the radio buttons. If I group both the radio buttons, out of that group, only one will get selected. Out of that group, only one will get selected. How to group both the radio buttons? Grouping should be done by using a common name. name equal to gender, name equal to gender, name equal to gender, and name equal to gender. Out of that group only one will get selected. Now if yes, only one. See, if there are 5 cities, out of 5 cities, if I want to select only one city, out of that 5, if I want to select only one city, I can use name equal to city, name equal to city, name equal to city, like that. Out of that 5, it will select only one. Yes. Name equal to city. Okay. Next, let me go with the next element. What is the next element? What I need to create? Can you tell me? What is the next element? What I have to?
Link.
I need to create a link. Very good. I need to create a link. If I want to create a link, if I want to create a link, A is the tag to create a sorry. For this link should be in one table with one row and one column. This link should be in one table with one row and one column. One row and one column. In that case, how to create a link? Link should be in one table with one row and one column. Link should be in one table with one row and one column. Link should be in one table with one row and one column. A, the table with one row and one column. A is the tag to create the link. href is equal to https colon double slash www.google.com .com. I'm going to name this as Pratap. Close the CA tag. Yes, done. href. Now, if I refresh this, I've got this link. When I click on this, it will redirect to google.com. But I don't want the text as Pratap here. As per my requirements, I need the text as Google. I need the text as Google. If you want the text as Google, what I am going to do, just Google. This is how to create a link, a table with one row and one column. Inside that I have created a link. Understood everyone up to here?
Yes.
Yes. Can we quickly reconnect the meeting once? Oh, no need, no need. Let's. Okay, hey, someone have disconnected. Let us disconnect and connect quickly. Kritika, mute your microphone, Kritika. Now a table. Next I need to create. Next I need to create image, image, and image with link. Image and image with link should be in one table. Should be in one table with one row. Should be in one table with one row. Sorry, with two rows. With two rows and one column in each row. First we have to talk about the rows. Next we have to talk about the columns. A table with two rows and one column in each row. A table with two rows and one column in each row. Let me start creating the tables. Let me start creating the table first. A table with two rows. A table with two rows. A table with two rows. This is the first row and this is the second row. Second row. And in each and every row I have one each column. Here I need to create an image. Here I need to develop an image. Here I need to develop an image with link. First I need to create an image here. If I want to develop an image, I need to download the image and keep the image ready with me. Let me download some small. A small. Download this, any one of this. Let me download this image. Save images. Where I am going to save under D drive, under classes, under batch 300, under this practice folder. I am going to save this as home.jpg. JPG. Just a minute. Let me save this image. Where under the home.jpg. I have downloaded this home.jpg. Now I need to display this image. I need to display this image. How to display this image? img is the tag to display the image. src equal to home.jpg, so that I will be able to display the image. Run this. I have got an image. I've got an image. This is how I can display the image. How to display the image? This is how to display the image. See, since my HTML file and this home.jpg, Since both are inside the same folder, directly I have given the file name here, home.jpg. See, imagine that this home.jpg is in some different folder, is in some different folder. In that, for example, C drive under images folder, I have this home.jpg. In that case, you have to give the complete path. C colon slash images slash home.jpg, like this. You have to give the complete path. This is how to create an image. Okay. Okay, sir, I have created an image, but image size is quite bigger. I need to reduce the size of this image. If you want to reduce the size of this image, then I can give either width or height or something. Width equal to 100 pixels. 100 pixels, yes. This is how to create an image. Done. This is how to create an image. Next, I need to create image with link. Here I need to create an image with link. Image and image with link. Image with link. Copy this and paste it. Image with link. I have copied and pasted this link. Yes. Copied and pasted this link. But I don't want this link here. I don't want the link as Google. I don't want the link as Google. I need instead of this text as Google. Instead of this text as Google, I need an image. I have copied pasted the same code of link, but instead of this text as Google, I need an image. So that what I am going to do, I am going to copy this and paste it instead of this text. Text, yes. How to create a how to create a this is how to create image and image with link. Image and image with link. Image and image with link should be in one table. Image and image with link should be in one table. Sorry, image and it should be in one table with two rows and one column in each row. See, if I click on this, it is redirecting to google.com. I don't want to redirect to google.com. I want to redirect to flipkart.com. In that case, what you can do, instead of this Google, give us Flipkart. Now refresh this, and when I click on this, it is redirecting to flipkart.com. This is how to create a image and image with link. Image with link is also nothing but it's a link only, but instead of text we are instead of text we are giving an image there. That's it, nothing beyond that. Next, the next element is I need to create a single select drop down and multi select drop down. This single select drop down and multi select drop down should be in one table with one row and two columns. First, let me start creating the table. Let me start creating the table. A table with one row and two columns. Copy this. Paste it. A table with one row and two columns. Here I need to create a single select drop down. Here I need to create a multi-select drop-down. Select is a tag to create a single select drop-down. ID equal to city, so that I am able to ID equal to city select. Select is the tag to create a select drop-down. Yes. How to create a single select. Option value equal to 1. Bangalore. This is how I am giving an option inside this is Bangalore. If you want to give multiple options, 1, 2, 3, 4, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. Mumbai and Delhi. How to create a single select drop down and multi select drop down. How to create a single select drop down and multi select drop down. This is how to create a single select drop down. Yes. Okay. Next, I need to create a multi select drop down. I need to create a multi select drop down. Let me start creating it. This is how to create. Copied and pasted the same code of whatever I have written for single select drop down, so that I have got a single select drop down. But the second one, I don't want the single select drop down. I don't want single select drop down. I want multi select drop down. If you want multi select drop down here, then what I am going to do, give you another option called multiple equal to true, so that it becomes a multi select drop down. Understood everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is about how to create a single select drop down. Last two more elements are left. One is this text area and file choosing button. This text area and file choosing button should be in one table with one row and two columns. Let me start creating the table. A table with one row and two columns. In the first row, first column, I need to have mail ready. Here, sorry, text area. Here, I need to have file choosing button. Text area is the tag to create a text area. ID equal to description. Sorry, text area is the tag to create a text area. This is how to create a text area. Text area is the tag to create the text area. Here I need to have a file choosing button. File choosing button. Finally, last element, input type equal to file, so that I will be able to create a file choosing button. Input type equal to file, so that I can create a file choosing button. Input type equal to input type equal to file, so that I will be able to create a file choosing button. Input type equal to file, id equal to browse or something, to create a file choosing button. Yes, done. This is about how to create a file choosing button. See, hardly I took yesterday some around 1 hour, today around 40 minutes, like that. I have developed this web page. Now I came to know how to develop this web page. If you have this basic knowledge, that's sufficient. We don't want to go in depth. Okay, if you want to see the source code of any element, what I can do, you don't want to by heart any code or anything else. Whenever we want to see the source code, right click inspect, so that this input tag is the child tag of td tag, this td tag is the child tag of tr tag, this tr tag is the child tag of tbody tag, this tbody tag is the child tag of table tag. If you understand this parent child relationship between the tags, that's enough for us, because we are testers, we are not developers. Same way, anything which comes next to the open angular base, input is the tag name. Type is an attribute. Type attribute has a value called radio. Both together called as attribute value pair. ID is one attribute. ID attribute has a value called female. Both together called as attribute value pair. Name is one attribute. Name attribute has a value called gender. Both together called as attribute value pair. Any element will have one tag name. Any element will have one tag name and multiple attribute value pairs. That is how. Now, anyhow, it is quite difficult to remember these things, right? That's why what I am going to do, I am going to give you some shortcuts where you can remember all these things. Let me give you some shortcuts. Element, tag name, mandatory, attribute, attribute value, additional attribute, attribute value, text, text box, input type equal to text, id or name, user define, next password box, input type equal to password, id or name, that is user define, checkbox, input type sorry, third one is button, input type equal to button or submit, value, that is button name. Next one is checkbox, input type equal to checkbox, id or name, that is user define. User defined radio button, input type equal to radio, id and name, that is user define. Next, radio button, radio button. Next, link, a href, url, id or name, that is user defined. Next, image img src equal to file name, id or name, that is user defined. Image with link is nothing but the combination of these both. Single select, drop down, select id or name, that is user defined. Multi select, drop down, select id or name, that is user defined. Here multiple equal to true I used to give, equal to true. Next one is text area, text area id or name, that is user defined. File choosing button, input type equal to file, id or name, that is user defined. Yes, if you have the shortcuts, it's quite easy to remember. And one more thing is, you can take down this, but it's quite big to take down this code, sir. If you want, I have hosted the same code in my website also, that is krninformatics.com/sample. This is the website, the same code whatever I have created, it is there. If you want to see the source code of any website, right click, view page source, or press control u, you will be getting the source code, the same code whatever I have written, it is there here also. This is the website, krninformatics.com/sample. If you want, I have put it over the chat also, Zoom chat, you can take down this as well. That's it. First you can take down this, then you can take down the code as well. Make it quick.